This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly, bringing you daily, unique, and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news. Before we get started, you know what to do. Like, follow, and subscribe to Red Carpet Fly, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single News on the Fly episode. Happy belated Easter! I hope you guys enjoyed the long weekend and participated in some fun Easter activities with friends and family. I know I did. Before we start, I would like to take a moment to recognize some of our fallen stars. Hip-hop icon DJ K-Slay passed away after a long battle with COVID. He began his career as a graffiti artist and performed hip-hop in his spare time. During that time, he was notably featured in the 1983 hip-hop documentary Style Wars and is responsible for discovering New York artist Papoose. His contributions to hip-hop and the culture will greatly be missed. 5 most memorable moments from Mary Mary, BeBe and CeCe Wining's Easter Versus Battle. Did you guys see this Easter Versus Battle? I heard about it a few weeks ago and totally forgot about it. I noticed Versus is now doing these battles like around major holidays and events, and I speak for myself when I say this, but it's really hard to keep track of these battles when they're competing with major holidays like Easter. If it were me, I would have had this battle on Good Friday and not actually on Easter. Too much is going on Easter with church and family. Anyway, according to Billboard, on Easter Sunday, it was a very special versus showdown between gospel sibling duos Mary Mary versus BeBe and CeCe Winans, which took place live from the historic Vibiana venue in downtown Los Angeles. Mary Mary, composed of sisters Erica Campbell and Tracina Atkins Campbell, delivered some of their all-time classics, while brother and sister duo BeBe and CeCe Winans, Benjamin Winans and Priscilla Winans respectively, sang some of their fan-favorite tunes on top of a brightly lit stage. From Mary Mary's Get Up to BeBe and CeCe Winans' Lost Without You, attendees didn't know which gospel smash to expect. Here are some of the most memorable moments from the fun-filled Versus Easter edition. 1. Stevie Wonder was a surprise guest. As if fans weren't happy enough to see 4 Grammy-winning singers, Stevie Wonder also made a special cameo and delivered an important message. "What a perfect way to celebrate this Resurrection Sunday," Stevie said. Before saying of the friendly competition, "It was incredible. I would say it was a tie. It was wonderful just to hear the music and celebration of the Most High," he added. Wonder then made a statement, "There is no better way to wake up the world to where and what we need to do. For those of you who choose hate, for those of you who choose not to make sure that everyone has voting rights, for those of you that take 1,200 years to sign an anti-lynching law, God has made a promise to us that He will fulfill. But America, you have so much possibility. Grow up and get the job done." Afterwards, BeBe Winans jokingly urged Wonder to sing a line from the icon's own 1973 gospel classic, Jesus, Children of America. 2. Mary Mary delivered a remix rendition of Get Up. Mary Mary nearly transformed LA's Vibiana into Club Church when the pair delivered an upbeat remix version of Get Up. As they repeatedly sang "One More Time," the crowd was visibly encouraged to get up and dance. The original Get Up, in 2008, charted for 38 weeks on the Hot Gospel Song Tally, where it peaked at number 2. 3. It's a Winans family affair. While showing off their spectacular vocals for their hit song Lost Without You, BeBe Winans enlisted niece and nephew, actress Deborah Joy Winans, and singer-songwriter Juan Winans to hit the stage. Both are children of his brother and fellow singer, Carvin Winans. "Juan and Joy, come up here," he said proudly. "We need some help, and we got some help." Joy and Juan soon chimed in, sharing the microphone with their Aunt CeCe to deliver background notes. All the while, Warren Campbell Jr., husband to Mary Mary's Erica Campbell, played the piano. Mary Mary, BeBe, and CeCe Winans harmonized together. Mary Mary, BeBe, and CeCe Winans joined forces musically at one point to create one of the most memorable moments during the Easter Sunday verses. After the Winans siblings wrapped up the epic Lost Without You, they continued freestyling with soulful ad-libs. That's when Mary Mary, who had been sitting across the stage, melodically sang along. Soon after, Tracina Atkins Campbell joked, "I am really enjoying being BeBe and CeCe Winans' backup singers." 4. DJ Malski is the ultimate beatboxer. Throughout the evening, DJ Malski, aka Jamal McCoy, kept the crowd going with fun vibes, dance moves, and great jokes, but he nearly stole the show when he beatboxed the closing instrumentals to Mary Mary's Go Get It. "Go get it, go get your blessing," Erica Campbell said in the middle of the song. That's a message for someone tonight who's been afraid to go get it. God promised something for you, and it's time for you to go get it. After the epic music moment, complete with strong vocals from Tracina Atkins Campbell, even BeBe Winans couldn't help but laugh and nod. Dang, this sounded like a really good verses and I'm mad I missed it. During this time, I was probably sleeping on the couch from the Easter food coma I was in. Easter is like the springtime equivalent of Christmas, and in my family we have a big Easter dinner. Do you guys do that too? Comment below and tell me what you had for Easter dinner. Flipper's Roller Boogie Palace opens in New York. In a Women's Wear Daily article, the spirit of the roller boogie has arrived to New York, with the opening of Flipper's Roller Boogie Palace at the Rink at Rockefeller Center. Thursday night, a VIP crowd including Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, Usher, Gayle King, will.i.am, Jimmy Levine, John Baptiste, Patti Smith, Meek Mill, Bethany Frankel, Ella M. Hoffman, Haley Benton Gates, Ruby Aldridge, Coco Gordon Moore, and more took to the rink to welcome the roller rink. The party was hosted by Flipper's co-founders Liberty Ross and Kevin Wall. The original Flippers was founded in Los Angeles in 1979 by Ross's father, Ian Flipper Ross. Flipper's Roller Boogie Palace coming to New York is a full circle moment, says Ross. My father opened the original Flippers in LA with a true spirit of freedom and inclusion, and I'm so honored to bring that same ethos to New York, a city that's all about community. To kick off the skating fun, Usher, who is a partner in the project, performed his song You Don't Have to Call for the crowd before showing off his skating skills on the rink. Afterward, everyone made their way to La Avenue at Saks for an after party. In do-gooding news, during the 2022 season at Flippers, $1 of every skate rental is being donated to the Saks Fifth Avenue Foundation. I love skating! I used to be a part of this skate group in New York, and they would get together in Central Park and other places around the city, and it would be like a little skate party. It was so cool. I wasn't good with all the tricks and stuff, but I was out there holding my own. So I saw this event on Instagram, and let me tell you, Usher has moves on the skating rink. He's really good. I thought this was some private event or party. I had no idea this was some sort of skate pop-up. So I did a little research on Flippers because I had never heard of it, and I wanted to see if there was a pop-up here that I could go to. So Flipper's legendary roller rink from 1979 returns, and it's in New York City. From April through October 2022, Flippers will transform the iconic rink at Rockefeller Center into a roller rink. You can come and roller skate all summer long in NYC at Flippers. And tickets are pretty cheap. They range from about $10 to $12. You know, all these skate pop-ups are becoming really popular. I know there was a skating rink pop-up here in LA about 6 months ago in Palos Verde, and it ran for about, I want to say like 3 to 6 months. I didn't go due to my schedule, but it looked like a lot of fun. So people must really like these type of skating events. Saint Laurent's new podcast is called Smoking, obviously. It seems these days like everyone has a podcast, and they do. So add the House of Saint Laurent to that list. According to High Snobbity, Saint Laurent, France's slinkiest and sexy fashion house, launched a podcast called Smoking, and it's basically performance art. Each week, a new guest will enter a secret smoky room within Saint Laurent's Rivière Duarte store in Paris for a no-holds-barred conversation. The subdued lighting allows guests to be completely uninhibited and open during their intimate exchanges as they broach every topic, even the most controversial, simultaneously reflecting the DNA of Saint Laurent. A press release elaborated, moody, sexy, and cerebral, a quintessential French concept for a podcast. For the first installment of Smoking, new wave actor Catherine Deneuve sits down with journalist Pascal Clark for a chat about her path to cinema stardom, navigating her status as a sex symbol, and her reservations about the feminist movement. Thoughts on the Me Too movement not included. Future guests include actor and singer Charlotte Gainsborough, controversial director Gaspar Noé, 90s supermodel Letitia Casta, and queer cinema star Felix Mariteau. Building anticipation for future installments of the podcast, a press release specifies that they will discuss several subjects in complete transparency without restriction. With Smoking, Saint Laurent manages to capture its perpetually provocative brand image in an unexpected way. So close your eyes, open your ears, and maybe light up an instance or two. This sounds sexy enough for me. By the way, it looks like all the names mentioned here are French actors and celebrities, so don't hold your breath for any familiar names. What do you guys think about everyone having a podcast? Is the market oversaturated? I know my podcast provides me the ability to cover celebrity, entertainment, and luxury news in a different way and perspective, and maybe that's what everyone is doing. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on Saint Laurent's new podcast or podcast in general. Well, that's it for Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly. Please like, follow, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.